welcome to this week's Penny Skelton Show. I'm pleased to have as a guest Rhonda Day, who is the founder, I'm going to say, of the Mobile Soup Kitchen, which is a fairly new organization within our community, and they operate out of the Hope Chapel. So we're seeing connections here. Welcome, Rhonda.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you've been on my list to have in. Tell me, what is the Mobile Soup Kitchen? Where did it come from? Who are you? Here, we'll just throw all the questions at you.
All of them.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we are an organization. We, like you said, we work out of the basement of Hope Chapel.
Okay.
We also do some work out of the Collingwood Youth Centre as well.
Okay.
So we work out of both of those locations, and we
Both of which have kitchens.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes. So we make meals to serve those who are living rough on the streets in our community, 3 days a week. So the van gets filled with hot or cold foods, depending on what we've made up
What
that
you've
day.
got and what the weather is,
That's
et
right. Yeah,
cetera.
we try to go on that as well. And so the van picks up the food at those locations and delivers it to designated spots throughout our town.
Interesting.
And so we've been running for almost about 3 years now. It'll be 3
Okay.
years this winter. So quite a few people know about us, so they know what stops and what times. We do have what we call the van phone, so those can text us and find out where the driver is on the route. If they need anything special or specific, we can pack it to be prepared for them. So we carry food, hygiene products, harm reduction, clothing, tents, sleeping bag, all the harm reduction, yes.
That's the only harm reduction I know.
That's
I think
right.
I know.
Yes, it's the most
big
important one.
It's the big one, yes.
So we try to keep whatever we can get our hands on, camping supplies, all of that.
So how did your organization begin?
So I started a little bit on my own, along with a few friends. So we were sort of all interested in the same thing. I had an injury during COVID, and I was unable to work. And I was a hard worker up until that point. I have a cleaning company. I've had it for over 30 years. And I was no longer able to physically work. So that's
a challenge.
Oh, it was terrible. I got quite depressed, and I was bedridden really for about 3 years. So during that time we were going through pain treatments and trying to find something that worked. And I would make meals for my family, and we're just a small family, so leftovers went into a thermos. And on my good days I would head downtown with a little stool, and I'd sit down with the panhandlers outside of the bank and serve these meals. And when I
think I'm nodding my head, and I'm sure there are people at home nodding their head, knowing exactly where you go and who you chatted with.
So I'd go home and I'd be feeling good, good about myself, good about what I've done, and that's sort of where it began. Was I selfishly did it to feel better in my world.
Part of your recovery, though.
That's right, and I learned that they were feeling good as well. I kept thinking about how hard it must be to focus and function while being hungry. I can't focus and function while I was in pain. I couldn't imagine having all of that. Plenty of them are physically unable to work also. They have some mental situations that they need assistance with. And then to also be hungry, like how are you not so angry all day long?
Are many of the people that you chatted with first, were they homeless, or did they have some had I'm sure some had roofs over their heads.
Some of them did have roofs, but for the most part, those that I talked to were living in the banks, in the entranceways of the banks at that time. So yeah, it wasn't a nice way to live your life. And then a group of us had met at an encampment that had been abandoned. We were discussing how to clean things up, and everybody that was there had decided to make this little group, and we were going to serve meals out of Councillor Chris Potts's catering truck at that time. So he lent us. Yeah, that's right. So he lent us the van for quite some time, and we were trying to find a location, and I had my eyes set on Hope Chapel. and went to Jane and asked if we could have some of her space, and she offered it for free. So we had been using her space just about 2 years for rent-free before we got established, and we do have some funding, and we are able to contribute to help Jane. We were fearful that she would shut down without funding, and then we wouldn't have a place to be
But
any
you're
longer.
a separate entity.
That's right.
Do I call you an organization?
We
You're
are a
charity?
nonprofit now. We are not
Nonprofit,
quite
okay.
a charity. We have a board, and the board members are going through the process to become a full charity.
Okay.
Usually takes about 10 months, so we're just at the start
Working
of
on
that.
Well, you're a baby.
Yeah, that's right. We're just learning. So I'm hoping by next year, full year, we will be our own charity and be able to give tax donations.
Nice.
But during our time of organizing and we met so many wonderful people, and we were connected with Elephant Thoughts. And so for now, we are still running under Elephant Thoughts' charity number. So larger donations we can go through there. So we're able to apply for some larger grants through Blue Mountain and Craigleith Cares and some community grants
Some local
from the
grants.
towns, Wasaga and Collingwood and things like that. So we're still able to receive those at the moment until we become our charity. So to have the support is incredible.
Well, it's the way one gets to stand up and then stand taller as you go. So tell me, when does the van go out?
So the van goes out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, excluding holidays.
Okay.
So it leaves, our first stop we say is Hope Chapel at roughly between 3:30 and 4, depending on how all the cooking going together. Then they head on down to the library.
Okay.
So that's a regular stop. They run along the parking lot behind Tim Hortons and McDonald's.
Okay.
So we tried to go to where we knew encampments were nearby, so they could come
You're going to them,
us.
so it's easier to come.
Yeah.
To you.
So they often don't leave their encampments. A lot of them. We have different groups that do different
and
things.
they would come to you if they're able to be not too far from where they're living.
That's right. Then our next stop is Walmart. We stop in the Walmart parking lot. Then we have a couple of private stops that he does on his own. We support Rapid Housing, which is the new county-run seniors shelter on High and Campbell.
Oh, on High Street, yes.
Yes, so that...
is that High and Cameron or Campbell?
Campbell.
One of them.
Yeah.
Campbell. Okay.
Yeah, so we support that one there. We drop off meals the 3 days a week. And then he heads on to Busby at their location. And we support them. And then any 211 clients that are in the area. So some people need funding for a place to stay. 211 can support them within the local hotel rooms.
You're also a fount of information.
Yes. Yeah, immediately started to
Asking questions.
ask all the questions. Where do we get the resources? Where do these people need to go to find out this? So I know right away when someone texts me or emails me and says, I have this, this, and this, where can I take it? I can tell you right away that that's for my friend's house. This is for Home Horizon. I will take that where it goes when the drop-offs are.
You're a clearinghouse.
Yeah, that's right. I just don't want anything to go to waste.
No, and I agree with you. In this world today, everything costs money.
That's right.
So we can't really afford to waste anything.
No, and to support each other is huge. Like all the organizations are better if we can all contribute.
So
to
if
each
you're
other.
now into year 3, what does your operating budget look like?
We run at about 60,000 a year, so not terrible. We only have the 2 employees.
Okay.
Myself being one of them, and the driver being the other.
The driver for the van. Yep.
So that's the key. It does keep our costs down. Jane's rent is quite low as well.
Yep.
All of our food is rescued.
Okay.
So
I was going to say, where does the food come from?
Yeah. So our food budget can be quite low, although we do still try to budget money in case, like what has happened with Sobeys.
Yes.
We lose some of our food donations.
Yep.
So we rescue from all of the grocery stores in town. We have arrangements through Second Harvest
Okay.
that we pick up from the grocery stores as they have it.
And do they let you know?
So they put it up on the platform, the Second Harvest, or they can send it directly to us through Second Harvest. So Sobeys and Loblaws, they were directed right to Elephant Thoughts technically, and so we had the option. We just take it the 3 days a week, where Shoppers Drug Mart is sort of random. Anyone can pick that up as they put it up. We also get Fresh Co. Cobb's bread is amazing for
Cobb's
our community.
Bread are a phenomenal corporate system.
So we get two days a month. If needed, I can request an extra. Who else? Giant Tiger is a huge supporter, so we get...
now, did you mention Metro? Are they in this loop?
Metro isn't, so they don't have as much waste as the others. So far, we haven't quite got in there. We are certainly trying. I've knocked down all the grocery stores' doors whenever I start.
Well, there is the power of television, too.
Right.
And not only that, but my viewing audience love shopping in different places.
Right.
And a lot of my friends are talkers, and a lot of my audience are talkers. So they sort of start asking questions. It might pique something.
Yes. Yeah, so Sobeys closing was huge for us.
Yes.
That was devastating. We ran a program that was strictly supported by Sobeys donations. So we've had to limit some of that service now. It was a 3-day-a-week free, we call it a free market pantry. So we set up tables outside of the Legion.
Right. Okay, I was thinking of the Legion.
Yeah, so it's just in the back.
Because I do follow your posts.
Thank you. It's just a couple of tables we throw up in the back parking lot of the Legion. It's over in 10-15 minutes max. It is absolutely crazy how many people need that service. And we have had to bring that down to 1 day a week now, so it's only Fridays. And it's now supported through Loblaws and Shoppers Drug Mart. So we hope once Farm Boy gets open.
Farm Boy, and eventually the other end of town, No Frills.
That's right, yeah, we'll be able to build that back up to 3 days a week.
Once their buildings are built,
right?
That'll be the hook to get them open.
Yes.
It's because Farm Boy's in the Sobeys family, so.
Yes, and they are already part of the Second Harvest. So they're aware, and we have been in discussion about the programs that we run. So I do believe that they will support us once they do open. So
but there's a gap.
There's a gap right now for that free market pantry. Everyone is quite appreciative that we're still able to support 1 day, and it is running smoothly.
So tell me, you don't look to solicit donations. You cook what you harvest.
That's right, for the most part. Yeah, we do a lot of programs. So we also run a hamper box program. Which that food is donated or it's rescue food. So it depends on what we have. If we have a lot of rescue food that day, then that's what goes into the hamper boxes. If we're low on rescue food, then we would use our food donations from the community. So there are quite a few food drives that go on throughout the year. And we have
to support you.
Yeah, to support it, as well as Cobb's Bread and Giant Tiger. Then we're able to load these boxes quite
Let's
well.
hold it on the hamper program, because guess what? We're up to our first break. And join us when we come back, and we'll talk more about the mobile soup kitchen. Welcome back. This week I'm in conversation with Rhonda Day from the Mobile Soup Kitchen. You may know it as MSK, because that's kind of your handle on Facebook, and then Mobile Soup Kitchen. You were talking in the last segment about rescued food. I know what that is. You kind of explained where it comes from, but what is it actually?
So it is food that's really destined for the landfill. So it's close to date, on date, foods that the grocery stores can no longer sell. So it's not bad per se, but it's not looking its freshest.
And I mean, if you can think, a lot of the grocery stores do now have racks that are reduced.
That's right.
But
so that's basically what we're getting.
What you're getting.
Yeah.
So then your menu goes by
what we've received.
By what you receive.
So no one.
This is very creative.
It is, yes. And it can happen immediately. One of my students and I were cooking actually on Friday, and we didn't have enough servings. So immediately my brain starts ticking, what's in the fridge? Trying to put all of these things together to make the last 40 servings that was needed for that day.
So when the truck goes out or the van goes out, how many meals are on it?
We try to push to 100.
Okay.
Right now, with the encampments closing from the surrounding towns, we are getting quite a few in our town now.
Okay.
So not so much opening their own encampments here, but we're supporting them in the 2-on-1 program or in the actual shelters. So all our shelters are more at max. You will see, I've noticed quite a few more around the town that are unfamiliar. So yeah, we
More
our
people
numbers.
to meet and learn and
That's
get to
right.
know.
Get to know and see
Learn
where
their
we can
stories.
help and what direction they need.
You have
to
a
be
very
pushed.
big, kind heart.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know you do. So give me a couple of examples of meals that might go out.
So shepherd's pie, it's one of the favorites, or a hamburger soup, so similar, just watered down shepherd's pie.
Watered down shepherd's. I love both, yes.
Chilies.
Okay.
But we get lots of donations actually from Blues. So this week we sent out a vegetable primavera with salmon. So some days it can be quite creative, kale salads and a lot of pastas. Lots of pastas, lots of soups. We did a curry carrot last week. So yeah, it can
That's one thing. You can buy or you can acquire spices, and they make a big difference.
Oh yes,
in the meals.
Yes, that's right.
Do you ever have? I guess everybody's just happy to get what they get.
That's right. So we do sometimes try to accommodate. If we know someone out there is allergic to something specific, I do try to set something aside. Okay. Once in a while, we'll get some vegan families or through the 2-on-1 program. I have a small guy right now, he's allergic to pork. So we do try to accommodate if we can. If it's a ham soup today, then
it's a ham soup.
It's a ham soup, and unfortunately that family is going to have to work something out for that child. So yeah, it is a surprise. Same with our hampers, it's a surprise hamper. No one's guaranteed eggs, milk, and bread like other hamper programs. It's what we have to offer because it is all done off rescue.
And then they can be as creative as you are.
That's right, yes.
I know when Jane was on and talking, she sort of said the people who come into their clothing appliance section of the church, she has to interview and ask what they actually have in their home.
Yeah, so it is the same actually. Even today I had a woman message me. A lot of them are living in the hotels. So they have a small mini fridge and a microwave. They're probably not even going to have a hot plate, a toaster oven, any of that. So what can they warm up and fit into this small refrigerator? So yeah, it is hard to be able to offer some hampers to people.
I think it's amazing you are able to offer it 3 times a week. But that still says to me there are 4 days out there that people are looking for.
Now there are other programs. So the churches all have a church meal, community dinner each 1 week a month.
On rotation,
Yeah, so there is some dinner every week of the month. Some of them may have to travel to Wasaga Beach. But yeah, there is a meal. There's another church that brings sandwiches every morning. So they all do start the morning with sandwich, coffee, and a muffin usually. So there are other things out there.
Boy, am I ever learning. I mean, I know the need is there. I'm not stupid. I know the need is there. But I'm just amazed at how many resources are there that are kind of hidden, that need to be elevated, because I think we need to better understand our community.
Yeah, it is hidden. Unless you were in need of,
you wouldn't seek any of this out.
You wouldn't have a.
And beyond that, I'm just thinking about it. You probably are more in touch with people who are homeless and have been homeless, like chronically homeless. So you are actually, in essence, saving their lives by putting food in their belly.
Yeah, I hope to see them do better. I hope that this will.
And I think carrying that constant message, that somebody cares.
That's the
cares.
biggest.
That's the biggest first
Oh,
step.
yes. Yeah.
And then you go on to, just talking to some people makes a big difference. And then they feel valued.
That's right.
And maybe start to a little bit value themselves. Because I think people who are not living anywhere, whether it's a mental issue or they've just been beaten down by life, it's awfully hard
It's hard to come back
to pick
up.
themselves up and get themselves moving and try and fit back into a really rapidly changing society.
Yes.
I mean, I think COVID did a number on everybody, but coming out of COVID, the world has changed yet again. And I really think that it's fascinating to me how things have gotten hidden coming out of COVID. We don't see them. We don't, unless we open our eyes and look around, we don't see it.
Yes.
So with I used to deliver for Meals on Wheels. They had trays. How do you deliver your meals?
So we, usually it's a soup bowl. We try to support Ace Supply here in town also, support local as much as we can. So we have little bowls that we, and in the beginning when we had no funding, I was constantly having to reach out to the community. Can you buy us some bowls? Can you? And now we have some funding. We're able to just bring those bowls in now, spoons, bowls, forks, little paper bags that we take the sandwiches in. And then we have purchased these styrofoam coolers. They're quite good quality. We have 4 of them that line the back of the van. And wow, they hold the heat. Even in the middle of winter, you can be at your last stop and pop that lid and my glasses will fog up from the heat of the soups. And it's shocking. And we only are really out for the 2 hours, so we can follow all the health and safety rules concerning foods.
Yeah, that's another entire hurdle for you. Because you've got to be in an approved kitchen.
That's right.
To share food with other people.
That's right.
Which I've always thought is funny.
And then your volunteers need to have their food safe handlers and and then be able to keep the food at the proper
so we have
temperature.
Rhonda and we have our driver. Our driver's name is?
We have actually 2 drivers. So Jesse and Rob, they both share the driving. And then I will do backup if needed.
And how many volunteers?
We have a lot. Regular volunteers, we have about 60, I would say, each month, each week, that are necessary for everything to run.
To work.
So we have different parts. So we have the hamper boxes, we have the kitchen cooking, food rescues.
Because you'd have to pick up.
That's right. So all of the foods have to be picked up and then brought to their designated donation spots. We have organizing, so just our actual storage room, because we get donations coming in and out all the time. So 2 different spots for volunteers there. The hamper packing. So we use a lot. We have a lot of regular volunteers, and then we do, because we are so close to the high school, we have the high school students come over and
they could do community hours for that.
That's right.
As well.
Yeah.
They still have to do 40 hours.
40 hours for their school.
By the time they graduate, is the famous phrase.
That's right.
Now, you mentioned donations. That's another form of food rescue, in essence. So people can bring you foods?
Yeah, so we say we can accept donations Mondays and Wednesdays between 2 and 4 at 19 Cameron Street, Hope Chapel. We use the back entrance when the back doors open. We're there. And we can accept any food donations.
If you had a wish list, what would be your top 5 things you'd love to see donated?
Depends on where we are in the
year?
in where it's going, because socks is huge. We need socks at all times. It's always the first thing I say to people when they say, "What can we donate?" Food-wise, it's peel tops. For those who living out, rough on the streets, but lunch snacks, Lunch snacks are our biggest things for our hamper boxes.
Okay.
It's always the
So
lunch
they're
snacks.
the little prepackaged.
That's right. Things that
Okay.
they can send their
And
their
pull
children.
tops are things such as,
Beefaronis,
Okay.
chilies,
Okay.
tunas. There's even beans that are pull tops
Okay.
because can openers are harder for
Are a
them to
problem.
get. They lose
Yeah.
things. They get rusty. They're not washing things correctly out there.
didn't even think of that.
Yeah. It's hard to sort of learn all of the tricks. Even toilet paper, we supply toilet paper, but
Okay.
we wrap it in
Paper?
the bags that you get for your newspaper.
Okay.
And I only give 2 at a time in a bag
In a baggie,
because
okay.
if you got stuck and
Yep.
it was raining, now that
Yep.
toilet paper is ruined, and I don't want to give you a whole bunch. What's that to you? So yeah, we've learned little tricks along the way. Same with hygiene kits and stuff like that. I prefer smaller bags than
To put them into
than to force you to have all of these things that you may not need. Maybe you don't
True.
need a toothbrush or
every single time.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And now I've given it to you, and now it's creating more garbage and all of that.
I'd like to pay you a very high compliment. You remind me of a lady I interviewed a very long time ago, Doris Sensenberger,
Oh, okay.
when she was studying for
I
her
do know
master's.
Doris, yes.
And Doris had this dream. It was called Home Horizon. And she knuckled down and she worked. And now we not only have Home Horizon, but we have the home up on Campbell Street for the kids and the whole program. And I mean, that was sheer will and determination on her part to create it. And I mean, she saw the need, and you've definitely seen the need, because you are also choosing to help the less fortunate. I'm trying to find a right word that's not insulting. Somebody who might have fallen down on their luck, but somebody who might be able to find a way back. And you've got that hope for them. So I think it's amazing. Now we're up to our next break.
Okay.
So when we come back, I'm going to ask some of her hopes and dreams for the Mobile Soup Kitchen. Welcome back. This week I'm in conversation with Rhonda Day, and we're talking about the Mobile Soup Kitchen, which I don't know, did you plan it on another community's operations, or is this something that just came to you? Because I'm not sure I know of another one like this.
No, I know there's similar.
Okay.
There are similar, and some of the outreach programs try to include meals in theirs, but strictly this.
But your focus is really food.
It is, yeah, food insecurity.
And
I try
nourishment?
not to venture off in any
Yep.
way because you can get overwhelmed by housing.
You could play squirrel with this so
yes,
easily.
Yes,
So easily.
So yes, it's strictly food insecurities, all types. So families, seniors, and
And that's one group, the seniors, because many are no longer able to afford. It's the old fixed income discussion, and money only goes so far, particularly if they're renting their home. There's not a lot of money left at the end of the month, if any.
that's right.
And reaching out and having help. I mean, that's why I got involved way back when with the Meals on Wheels. It took me to places in Collingwood I didn't even know existed. And I talked to some people that they might not see anybody until their next delivery. And that astounded me because I'm a walker. I've always had dogs. I get out. I talk to people. Here were people that were housebound. And it just kind of broke my heart a bit. Because sometimes I didn't want to leave.
Yes, and
As you get
volunteers
going.
have a hard time as well. So all of the hampers get delivered by volunteers.
Volunteer
and there's
drivers.
100 people that we help with our hamper box program. So it is a lot to see these boxes all lined up with addresses on them.
And how often do the hampers go out?
They go every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah. So
Have you got a great big spreadsheet?
It
in your
is actually a
computer or
great big
something?
spreadsheet. One of our volunteers in the very beginning made this wonderful, colorful spreadsheet.
Okay.
And I've just worked off of that since then. Yeah, and it works pretty good. I just give you permission to edit it, and you just put your name on there. And I update it every couple of months, so there's a new month there. I think right now we have 3 months up there, so you can schedule yourself in right up until.
Do you find people reach out to you more around some of the holidays? Like I'm thinking of Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm being a little biblical. Easter.
It is. It's when people start to think about giving. They're thinking of your own meals and how you are fortunate you are. That's right. So yeah, Christmas is huge for donations, and we do try to talk to the organizations that run food drives and stuff like that. That we really need it for Halloween and earlier in the spring, and those times that don't fall around holidays.
Well, I've laughed because I moved houses 6-7 years ago out of a big old family home and into a nice little home just right for me and my dogs. And the thing that was interesting was, first Halloween I had 0 kids. But I bought some chips and some candy. And I'm sitting there going, well, I'm not going to eat my way through all this stuff. So I actually went to the Sally Ann and said, can you? And they said, sure.
Oh, yes.
And it's amazing. And
treats are sought after. Yeah. Everybody's got a sweet tooth.
And somebody said to me, well, what did you do? One lady actually said to me, did you return them to the store? And I said, no, I didn't return them to the store. Number one, I opened the packages. Number two, I said, I've just passed them on to someone who can distribute them in a timely fashion, basically. So it's kind of interesting, but it's even things like that people can do that help out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, do it myself. I get a pack of snack bits for my child's lunch. She's not a fan of that kind. I will dump them and send them out with the van as well. That's just because she's being picky doesn't mean somebody else is going to love those Oreos.
So if all the van is out for is a couple of hours, they're moving.
They are moving. So it's about 10, 15 minutes maybe at each stop.
Okay.
So yeah, it does. They know we're coming.
That's where your communication skills have come in.
That's right. Yeah. They know what's happening. They line up and. Yeah, they're all very good to each other.
How many people would you have at your average stop?
I'd say between 5 and 8.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Some are just one.
Yep.
Hope Chapel often is just one. So it just depends, and it depends on the night. It depends. Is it raining? Is it cold?
True.
Is it around check time? Because everybody receives a bit of help from the government.
Okay.
So if it falls around then, sometimes we get a little bit less. As well. So yeah, there's.
So they're cognizant of costs too. If they have some money, they can take care of themselves.
That's right. Yeah, and then they won't come in. Sometimes they pool their money and they'll all stay in a hotel or get something a little bit nice. They'll all head out for dinner and a little bit of. I know it's not the best way to budget, but everybody likes to have a minute of
I think what we have
escape.
To think about is. They know that they have this much. There's no chance of having more. So what can we do with that will last us until the next time we get a pool of money or a check, whatever. So do you accept donations of food, of money?
Yeah, you can e-transfer us. We just can't give a tax receipt at the moment.
Okay.
We can receive food donations through Hope Chapel. You can reach out to me on Facebook. We're in the process of getting our website set up.
Okay.
It is Mobile Soup
live
Kitchen.
On Facebook.
Yeah, but yes, I am, and you can pick me out.
And there is the difference, and we need to make this differentiation. You are one of the groups that operate out of Hope Chapel.
That's correct. Yes.
You are not run by Hope Chapel. You are run by Rhonda Day.
That's right. Yeah, we have a board, our own board. Hope Chapel has their own.
Okay.
We're just an organization that rents through the basement.
How big's your board?
There's 5 of us. Okay. Well, I say us, but I am not a board member.
But you go to the board meetings.
Yes, I do. They gave me a title. I'm executive director now.
Okay.
It's a big girl thing. But yeah, we love the support of Hope Chapel. We've been so grateful of Jane.
Well, it allows you to start and get going and have a center.
That's right.
And the same with the youth center. And it's probably good for the kids there to understand that there are less fortunate out there too.
That's right. And they all explain that giving back is a great part of that program that we run out of there. Yeah, they love to give back. So it's great to teach them. I always said that there seemed to be this gap where there wasn't volunteers. It's older volunteers,
Right.
and then the working people can't volunteer.
Can't for the times that you need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then we get the teenagers. So it's nice to teach the teenagers when they can.
Now, Elephant Thoughts does run a colorful cupboard, I'm going to call it.
So that has been taken on by us. We took
Okay.
it quite early on. So it was
Okay.
run through the Elephant Thoughts outside of the
Right.
youth center. And it was getting unsafe for the youth center. So
Okay.
they had asked really early on when I was connected with Elephant Thoughts if we could take on that and move it somewhere safer. And that just sort of evolved into what we call the free market pantry.
Okay.
The 24 hours fridge, although is a great idea, it really wasn't. It
wasn't
didn't work.
viable?
Yeah, it didn't work. Once
Okay.
we watched it happen
Yeah.
a few years on, it just wasn't working. So we do this, and we're still able to offer the food in a nice, respectful way. So
And that's located at Elephant Thoughts?
that's where we run the pantry out of the Legion. So we just
okay, that's at the
park.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Elephant Thoughts really doesn't do anything except
got a lot of partners
not
here.
that they don't.
Yeah.
They let us use their charity number.
Okay.
And support us in any way we
possible.
need. They were running the culinary program out of the youth center, but right now it's Environment Network, who also is
Okay.
partner with Elephant Thoughts.
Yes.
They both run out of the youth center. They both help
Okay.
run and support the youth center. So that's actually my daytime job is
Okay.
I work for Environment Network, and I help teach the culinary and job readiness program that's run out of the youth center.
Okay, so let's talk about the culinary program at Elephant Thoughts.
Okay.
Or the youth center.
Yeah.
What is that program?
So
Because it's your day job.
That's right. So it's for this right now. It's
Yeah.
through Environment Network,
Okay.
and we teach culinary and job readiness skills for 8 weeks in class, followed by a 9-week job placement. And it's a government-funded grant that we received through Environment Network, and I run.
So what do you teach in the culinary skills?
So I teach with a chef,
Okay.
Chef Skylar, and Skylar teaches the knife skills. We give food safe handlers certificate, WMIS,
Okay.
standard first aid, and then just prepping skills. So
And what do they learn how to make? Is there sort of a lineup?
it's mostly at soup kitchen meals,
Okay.
but
Okay.
Skylar is very good at teaching the staples. So bread, butter,
Okay.
cheese.
Okay.
We get to learn those. A little bit of history of your own family.
Okay.
Skylar loves to teach the heritage meals, they call it. So every student
Okay.
picks a meal that's important to their heritage, and then cooks that,
create it.
and we all enjoy it. It's so neat to watch
Interesting.
the students learning and enjoying this.
Well, sharing cultures too.
That's right. Yeah.
Because it's amazing. You can put 5 people in a room and they have 5 different backgrounds.
Yeah, that's right.
And some have strong family ties as to the food they've eaten, and
Yeah,
some don't
have any.
Some
yeah.
have McDonald's.
That's right, and we support that
pizza.
too. Yeah,
Pizza.
you
Pizza's
can
a
make
big one.
pizza. It's great. And then they make half of the mobile soup kitchen meals, so that the
Okay.
volunteers at Hope Chapel don't have to make as many. The kitchen at the youth center is huge.
Yep.
And we have a lot more space and a
Yep.
lot more ways to teach. So the class will cook half of the meals, and then the Hope Chapel
And
volunteers.
that's really wonderful, because then you say you look for job placements for the kids.
That's right. So yeah,
So
after
not only are they learning how to apply, but then hopefully
right.
they can get some practical experience.
yeah, so we try to teach. We put them in a culinary job, so a restaurant
Okay.
of sorts.
Okay.
We have a group of restaurants that do support us, and we try to help the students specific to their wants and needs. Also, if you wanted to work in a bakery, we'll aim for that,
Okay.
or you like a steakhouse, we'll aim
Yep.
for that. And then hopefully after their 9 weeks, they'll get hired on
Nice.
afterwards.
Well, they have it's a good trial period
Yeah.
to see how well they work in the real kitchen environment,
That's
as they
right.
say, because it's a challenge. It's not like sitting in a restaurant. You have no idea what goes on back in the kitchen.
I don't think that I could do it.
No.
I think it's a little bit too fast-paced for me.
It's and I mean, again, well, the same as you have a little better control on your numbers.
Yes.
But I mean, there you can get swamped so easily, and all of a sudden it's literally all hands on deck.
That's right. Yeah.
And they have to prep so much that it's ready to go. It's just a different philosophy than your little home kitchen,
No,
too.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So we're up to our next break.
Okay, great.
And I want you to think during the break what you'd like to talk about next when we come back, talking about the Mobile Soup Kitchen with Rhonda Day. Welcome back. This week I'm in conversation with Rhonda Day from the Mobile Soup Kitchen, and I'd like to circle back almost to where we were at the beginning and talk a little bit more, and I'm going to, a general category of homeless. I mean, it's homeless, it's food insecurity, but it's like homeless food too. It comes to you. Food
That's right.
anywhere else, it's coming to you.
house.
But if we talk about the physical people, what does our community need to do besides feed them? What do we need?
Well, we do need a space for them. We need a space that's designated just for them.
Okay.
Where they can get all the supports they need in one space.
So is this we're talking a shelter or?
Ideally a daytime shelter, although
Okay.
our local shelter is not enough beds, especially with how many people are
Yep.
coming, and now we're heading into our colder months where those that are living in tents aren't going to be able to, and they need a roof over their heads for the winter months. So a shelter would be amazing, but definitely a warming station, warming, cooling, where all of the supports can meet.
And I think when I listen to some other municipalities, whether I go to a big one like Toronto and listen to Olivia Chow, the mayor, speaking, we need this, we need this, we need this. But how do we get to getting the right people together to accomplishing it?
I think they're starting to.
Okay.
I think there are groups now. We have the affordable housing group, but there
Yes.
is another unhoused group
Okay.
that are meeting. The county, Busby, Home Horizon,
Okay.
myself,
Yeah.
some of the other
Who
crisis.
better understand on
That's
the
right,
ground.
and they are working to
Yep.
try to find land, to find space. It's hard. Collingwood, although is beautiful, it doesn't have a lot of town-owned land
there
for
isn't.
us,
Well, no.
or that isn't available at the moment.
Yeah.
So trying to find some space for it has been proven difficult for sure, but that's huge.
And the other thing that's, I think, a challenge for Collingwood is we're almost becoming landlocked. There isn't a lot of free land, even if a major donor stepped up and said, "I'll buy you the property."
Yeah.
There isn't. Like the developers have bought and have plans for a majority of what's left within the town limits. So either we're going to have to annex and either go Clearview, Blue Mountain, or Wasaga way.
That's right.
And expand the borders a bit to have any more physical land. So it's an interesting challenge, but it's the Busby, I think, are doing the best they can, but they're not totally centered here. They're out of Barrie,
Yes, that's it.
which is
So-
another challenge.
That's right, and their focus is there a lot
Yep.
of the time because the unhoused community in Barrie is huge.
Is huge.
and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can
And that's
understand.
almost where we need a Busby Collingwood person.
Yeah, there needs to be another Sarah here.
Another Sarah. Sarah and Collingwood.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to think of where best. Where do you see the Mobile Soup Kitchen going?
Well,
Working
for now,
more?
I would love us to become a charity. I'd love
Okay.
to be able to control better where our funds are going and how we can spend them better.
Okay.
Just understanding that a
More
little bit
bang
more.
for your buck
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, have a better idea of what's happening. So charitable status is our goal. and continuing to offer delicious, nutritious meals.
I mean, I'm
I'd love
impressed.
to go 7 days a week.
Yeah.
But we were only 2 days to begin with, so
Yeah.
we added the third day. It would be nice to slowly
You've
add
been going
another
for 3
day.
years and you're up to 3 days.
That's right. So if we can add another day here and there as we go, I feel in no time we'll be up to 5 days a week, and have that. I'd love to work with another organization to run a permanent food kitchen, a soup kitchen,
It's a true soup kitchen.
out of that location where people could come to us each day and have a meal, but still have the van pick up the meals from that location and still deliver them to the encampments where needed.
I think your model, it fascinates me to think it can work this efficiently, this quickly, and feed 100 souls who wouldn't have food otherwise, let alone the hampers going out. It's amazing to me, and to think you've come from 0 to 100 in such a short period tells me the need in the community.
Yeah, well, I couldn't have done it without the volunteers and the support of the community. The volunteers are huge. They all are so good and so loving and supportive of our program. They're always spreading the word.
I'm impressed because we've got little pockets throughout the community. I think of Barb Snade at the United Church, who's running her crock pot course. And that's really teaching people how to cook. But at the end, they get a small crock pot to take home. And then they can continue at home. Like, we have so many resources, but we still have problems.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest part to me. The need is growing. And we need to open our eyes a little wider and help a little bit more, and start looking around us to see who's there and who might need help, and find a way to help people be able to, as far as I'm concerned, a God-given right, have a decent meal.
Yeah.
Like, it's nutritious, what you're providing is nutritious, and you really are able to share lives with them. And I mean, I think that's the time you spend and the time and love that goes into it is phenomenal.
Yeah, to really care about them.
To really care, because we need to look after those who are not able to take total care of themselves. And that's our responsibility as citizens of this town. So we need money, we need food. Do we need more volunteers?
Yeah, we always need more volunteers all the time, especially the able-bodied volunteers. I get lots of seniors who want to come and cook, and we love that support. But someone that can pick up a hamper box and deliver it to a house, those are a little bit harder to come by. So yeah, we definitely need volunteers. You can reach out to me. I just need your email address. And
with your rescued food, can you do anything special for some of the holidays?
We try not to, truthfully, because we do so much all the time. I do
That's
try
a really valid
to leave.
Point to make.
Yeah, I try to leave those ones for those that want to give during that we spoke about before. Marg, who makes the Christmas feast, all of these other organizations, all the churches will do a Thanksgiving dinner. So I try not to take away or add to our volunteers.
Feast, I thought it kind of died.
So it's back this year.
It's back. Oh, there's a major announcement.
That's right. Yeah, so it's back this Christmas. So someone's come out and is starting to head it now that Marg isn't able. So yeah, that's phenomenal.
Mark's moved on to affordable housing.
Well, that's right, and it is very important.
She's a lady on a mission.
Not that she's moved on, but she can't head it. Can't head everything.
Well, she can't. She can only ask so many times.
That's right.
No, it was a phenomenal idea when it was developed, and I was sad to see it dwindle. But now, if it's coming back, we're in great shape.
Yeah, so we still add Christmas presents to those families that we still get gifts from the community. So the families that we all know how many people are there, their ages, the genders of the children. So we can support.
We're talking
if I know it's their
Christmas,
birthday, there's going to be a cake given and things
I
like that.
Idea.
So we do try to pay attention to all the information. So
nice.
we can support.
another way to think about shopping for Christmas too.
That's right.
Is to maybe contact you and say, what do you need for presents? As people are out and about, or people are, I know people who have, they sort of call them treasure cupboards or boxes. They buy things when they see them on sale,
Yes.
put them away in case they need a present. And I'm sure some of those could come your way
Absolutely.
very easily and make somebody else's day a little bit brighter. Wow, you are really touching my heartstrings with this. I mean, I knew about the mobile soup kitchen and I knew about your route, but I didn't realize how comprehensive all of this is.
Yeah.
Like you
it's,
really, you've thought it through.
Yes,
and your board's
everything
thought it
was a
Yeah.
problem solver. So,
And very intentional.
so the one thing I forgot to mention is our laundry program. We run that
Ooh.
twice a month.
Okay.
It's out of the Cameron, what do we call that one? Laundry Factory on Cameron Street, right across from the school.
The school, okay.
So anyone can go in there and donate cash. It does have to be cash, and
Okay.
it goes right onto our card.
Okay.
Within the
So they can go
laundry.
anytime and do that?
Anytime that it's
Okay.
open,
Okay.
you can donate money onto that card, and we have a volunteer that sits there from 11 until 2, twice a month.
Okay.
And those that are struggling with homelessness, they can go there and
And do their laundry.
do their laundry. So the shelters know of us, so they'll send their people their way, and so
What
do my
another great
drivers.
program you run.
Yeah, so same sort of thing.
Yeah.
It was a rain day, and I thought, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
everybody's stuff is going to be destroyed today.
Yeah.
So and it was early on in the beginning, I didn't like to touch anyone's cash. I wasn't ready
Yeah.
for people to be
Yes, that was a
worried.
COVID thing
Yeah.
too.
So we just went immediately
Yeah.
onto the card,
Yeah.
and so people were able to give money, and
So we deliver hampers. We have a
right.
regular route for food that people can come to the truck and get food. We have laundry twice a month. Am I missing anything else?
the market and the
Oh, the
hampers.
market
Yeah.
and the hampers. Okay.
Yeah. So we're.
In 3 years, you've gone from 0 to 1,000.
That's right. Yeah, quite quickly. Yeah,
Quite
it was
quickly.
quick for sure.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was a bit overwhelming, even for my own family. It was shocked.
I was
I
gonna
went
say,
from
did
laying
they-
on the couch to all of this.
Look what Mummy's doing.
Yes. Are you coming home?
Yeah, I was going to say this takes a lot of your time too.
Yes. Yeah.
it's
It is a
amazing.
huge part of my life
Yeah.
for sure. It consumes me some days. Between the Facebook, social media, and
Yeah.
people reaching out for help. Even while I was sitting watching your show, I was getting messages from people asking for assistance for tomorrow.
Interesting. And that's what I want to say as far as social media. That's social media for good. It's not a waste of time. It's not anything else. It's not a game. It's
Yeah,
for good.
it is for good. I
And
try to share
somebody-
any food, free food in the
Yeah.
area. I'm going to share it as
Okay.
much as I can, so
Perfect.
everybody is aware of it.
Do you ever hear from farmers?
I do some.
Okay.
I do some. Not as much. We were getting curries 2 years in
Okay.
a row.
Okay.
Their leftover season. Same
Yeah.
with Fernwood.
Okay.
So some of their produce
Comes your
leftovers
way.
comes our
Nice.
way before they shut down for the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
All of the stores, sourceable, even gluten-free me last
Yeah.
week. They supported the youth center with
That's true,
supplies
yes.
and all of their cooking supplies.
Yeah, someone's misfortune of closing a business can be
Yeah, that's right.
a benefit, well, not go to waste. And I think that's
That's
the
right.
biggest thing. It's you almost have basically a zero waste philosophy.
Absolutely.
I'm fascinated to hear because we're approaching Thanksgiving shortly now that we're into the fall season, and we're just looking at things and going, how do we make the best of everything? And I think, Rhonda, I have to say you've made the best of everything, and may you continue to expand your work. And I'd like to thank you for joining me this week.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you again.